Welcome back everyone to an amazing video filled with fun, information and knowledge. So in this video I'm going to teach you guys how to create your first code generated art using P5.JS. P5.JS is a JavaScript web editor that lets you create code generated art online over the web. You don't have to download the software. It's one of the best things about it. And it lets you create amazing artworks like this and many more. Now, I created my first code generated NFT very recently, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and I will show it to you guys. And I'm going to show you how I created that, the process and everything, so that you can actually create your own code generated NFT using P5.JS. So let's get to it. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and stomp on that like button. Press it, just do it. Jump on that like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Okay, so this is my first code generated NFT. If you guys can see it, yeah, it should be available. So this is my first code generated NFT art that I posted on OpenSea. I also talk about how to post on NFTs in this video. Should be somewhere. Go and have a look. So how did I do it? It's actually very simple and easy. I did it using the P5.JS. So if you go to Google, just type P5.JS and then click, and the first thing that you're gonna come up with is this one. Just go to home and then you need to go and click editor. That's the software that you're going to be using. And of course, if you need to make an account, this is how it will show it. On the right side, it's going to say login or sign up. So if you don't already have an account, of course, if you're just starting new, go sign up. It's fairly easy stuff. Put a username, email, password, and confirm the password. And of course, you can log in with your Google account, or if you have a GitHub account, you can do that as well. But I already have an account, so I'm just gonna go log in and boom. Now the first thing that you're gonna see is this kind of thing. So you have your file, edit, sketch. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that like button. Just smash it, do it, jump on it, just smash the like button, guys, and hit the subscribe button. So let's get back to the video. Help, and then there's a play and a stop button, auto refresh, and then a random name over here. So now this is the name that the P5.JS will give you a artwork. So you can change it to saying my artwork. All right, so you can do that and then just click somewhere else. Let me change the O, and then it's gonna say sketch.js, and if you click that arrow, it's gonna say index, HTML, sketch, and style class. So I'm not gonna talk about these kind of things. I want this to be a light tutorial, so it's gonna be very simple and easy. Okay. All right, so now that we are in the setup, so you're gonna see two things. All right, function, setup, create canvas, function, draw background. Now if you just go ahead and click the play button, and you're gonna come up with a window like this. So this is gonna be your canvas. All right, this is where you're gonna be making your code generative art. So that's why it's called a canvas. Now the function setup and function draw, they have many functions in P5.JS. All right, the two major ones are setup and draw. Setup function is basically, if you run the program, it's just gonna run for one time. But if you put something in the draw function, it's gonna run for as long as the program runs. All right, so it's like a loop thing. Now you don't have to get too nerdy about none of this. If you if you're not from a coding background, that's all right. I'm not from a coding background. I'm actually from healthcare, so this is like a whole other new thing to me. You don't have to remember none of these things. Everything that you want is available on the internet for free. Of course, there are paid courses as well. I learned from Udemy. They have great P5.JS courses that are catered to teach you how to create art very easily. All right, so create canvas, you got two numbers over here, 400, 400. Now what this represents is, in P5.JS, the canvas is divided into an x-axis and a y-axis, right? So this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. All right, so let me draw. This is your y and this is gonna be your x-axis. All right, so that's what these values represents. Now if you just go and click this and just put maybe, let's say 500, it's gonna give you a bigger window, and this is actually length in pixels. All right, so let's say you wanna try something else, like let's say 400. See, now it's coming like a rectangle. So for the sake of the video, I'll just go with 500, a little bit bigger, and then hold on, let me erase. No, I'm gonna keep the x and y. All right, you're gonna need it. Okay, let me draw the x. We're gonna need it. Okay, now we have the draw function. Now this is the original artwork that I made. This is my baby. It's called the ring matrix. So how do I make it? How do you, if you want to make, we'll make something similar to this, so that will give you guys an idea on how to do this. Right now, remember, your biggest tool is your head, your imagination. That's gonna be your number one thing. If you are an artist, if you want to make money with NFTs, you gotta use your imaginations. All right, make sure you design your art somewhere in a paper or something, and then bring that to the software. Right, if you just doodling in the software, it's just not gonna make sense. All right, make sure to plan your NFT properly, and then the last step should be to bring it to the software. Okay, I hope that was clear. Now, how did I make this? All right, so before I get into that, I'll just show you how to make a circle in P5.JS. It's very simple, right? So you go to the draw function and you just type circle. Now remember, always start, when you want to do a function, you always start with simple letters. You don't put capital letters. Then once you type your command circle, you put these parentheses. Okay, and then for there to be a circle, there has to be an x value, a y value, and an x value, and of course the size of the circle. So the y value and the x value shows where the circle should be, the location. All right, and then the size. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that like button. Just smash it, do it, jump on it, just smash the like button, guys, and hit the subscribe button. So let's get back to the video. So the circle is how big you want this circle to be in pixels. All right, for example, we'll do something like this. I'm gonna just do 250, 250, and 50. Then once you've done typing that, you always have to finish your command using semicolon. Okay, look at that. Now 250 in y, 250 in x, that means it gotta be in the middle, and the 50 is the size of the circle. Now I want something a bit bigger, right? Of course, it's too small. I'm just gonna put 250 in here as well, and then press play. Oh, look at that. Now we have a circle. Now this is a 2D object. Now we know how to make a circle. Now, how do you make it colorful? Like, it's just white, right? Let's make it colorful. Now, if you want to add a color to one of the things that you're drawing, the basic function for you to do that is called the fill function. Now, fill function gives you the option to select any color you want and make your object colorful. Now, if you want to put a color for RGB values, all right, you got 3 values. You got RGB, you can put any RGB value. Like for example, if you just put 0 over here, and then you have to finish your command with a semicolon, it's just gonna be black, right? And then if you just put 100, it's gonna be gray. All right, now what if you want to put something special, a different color? What do you do? All right, so there is this Google extension called the eyedropper. All right, it lets you pick any color from the web. So I want this pink color, right? So I'm gonna click over here, go over to my eyedropper tool. You can download this, and it's a Google extension. It's fairly easy. And these are the codes that you can use. So use this first hash code, you copy it. Now when you put a hash code like that, you need to use these brackets, right? And then you paste it, boom, right? So now you have a beautiful color circle over here. Now for example, let's say you want to change the background color. It's gray. Now you want to change it. How do you do that? All right. So do you guys see the background command over here? And it says 220. Let's change the color. All right. We put the brackets in. Go to our eyedropper tool. Okay, and we select maybe yellow. All right. I like yellow. And then copy the hash code, paste it, voila. Very simple. All right, now you guys know how to draw a circle, how to color the background. Okay, very easy, very simple. Now if you want to draw a rectangle, for example, let's say we want to draw a rectangle. All right, this is how you do it. Same principle. But the command is different. You go rect for rectangle. You put the parentheses in, all right, and again X, Y, and the size. With a rectangle, you're gonna be needing 4 parameters, right? I'll explain. So we will put the X and Y. I'm just gonna put maybe Y 400, all right, and X also 400, okay, and then 50, 50, and remember, like always, you have to finish your command with the semicolon, right? And now you hit press, you have a square over here. All right, so this is Y 400, X 400, 50, and 50. Now if you want to draw more shapes, this is what you do. You go P5.JS commands. You type that, you click the first thing that you get, references, and then you have every command, including shapes, constants, structure, etc. Right? You need to know shapes. So the shapes that we draw are 2D shapes. Look at this. These ones are 2D shapes. All right. So I draw a rectangle. See, you got 4 values. All right. So what do you need 4 values for? It says over here. X coordinate of the rectangle, Y coordinate of the rectangle, width of the rectangle, height of the rectangle, and then that's it. You got more other values. You don't need to worry about them. Width, height, and XY coordinate, right? So now you understand it. You get the idea. Okay. Now we know how to color the background, we know how to draw a circle, we know how to color the circle, we know how to draw a rectangle, we know how to color a rectangle. Now I need you to learn how to make one of these. All right. Now this, look at this very carefully. All right. This is a 3D object and it's moving. This is not a 2D object. This ring sort of things like a donut. It's a 3D object. Right, so we stop this, we delete all of this. I'm just gonna keep the X and Y axes. I'm gonna get a new one, brand new canvas. Just gonna hit play, and then now we need to learn about 3D objects. So we go to 3D objects. You got plane, you got box, you got sphere, cylinder, cone, ellipsoid, torus. Now what I have here is a torus. Oh, here, look, have a look at this. Okay. Now, if I just copy paste this, all you have to do is, the function is here. You don't have to remember this. It's on the internet. copy paste it. All right, just copy paste this one. You need to put it in the draw function. Remember, if you put it in the setup function, it's gonna only run for once. All right, but you need to run until the program goes. Right? So you go there. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that like button. Just smash it. Do it. Jump on it. Just smash the like button, guys, and hit the subscribe button. So let's get back to the video. Before you paste this, now remember, we did 2D objects before. If you want to run a 3D object, you gotta put another small command called webgl in the setup function. Otherwise, it won't let you run the 3D object. It'll give you an error. Okay. So now you go, you paste, and then you run it. Aha! We have a torus. Okay, a donut sort of a thing. Okay. Now this doesn't look like this, right? It looks different. Now if you just want more 3D objects, you can just go 3D objects P5.JS, and you go select geometries. You get the same thing. Okay, same thing. Now, how do you make something like this out of this? It's very easy. The first thing that you want to do is you want to make this torus a bit bigger. Okay, and how do you do it? Now if you look at the torus command over here, this is the size and the diameters of the torus. So I'm just going to increase this. All right, I'm just going to put 90 over here and maybe 30. Let's see what we get. Ooh, it's a bigger donut. Now this over here is the width of the ring. All right, so if you want it to be a bit thinner, we put 25. All right, see, it's get thinner. I just needed 15. Much better. Only make it less. Let's make it a bit bigger. All right, I'm just gonna put 100 in here. Look at that. All right. Now, I'm still not satisfied with it. I want this ring to be yellow. Okay, so how do I do it? You guys remember, we go to eyedropper. I already have yellow over here. We copy paste the hash value, and then remember, guys, with the fill option, if you want a certain object to be in any color that you want, you have to put the fill object above everything else. All right, so you just go over here and you put fill, parentheses and brackets, put our color in, semicolon, and sheer build. All right, now we have the yellow ring. Okay, that's good, that's cool, but the background is just this maroonish color. We need it like black. All right, so how do you do that? So see this background over here, the second one. I'm just gonna go and put 0 in it, and look at that. Ain't it beautiful? So I'm gonna remove the other background. You don't need 2 background functions, just 1 is enough. And okay, so now we have a ring, but how do you get this like fade away sort of thing? How do you do that? How the fade away thing effect come from? It comes from like this. So you you cut and paste the background command in the function setup. You run it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's so beautiful, isn't it? So now you have this ring, and when it turns, it creates this fade away sort of a thing. It's very artistic. How that happened was, like I told you, if you put a command to the setup function, it only runs once, right? So the background in this case only runs once, and everything in the draw function just keep on going, and that's why you get that fade away thing. It looks amazingly nice. Now we have one circle, we need 2 more. I will put 2 more. How do we do it? you copy and paste this 2 more times, but I want you to change the color. Right, it's very easy. How do you do it? So you go to the second one, you select a different color. Maybe this time I'll go with red. Okay, and then I'm just gonna copy paste it over here. And then the other color I need, we'll go with green. Okay, we go color picker over here. I'll just copy this hash value and then put it over here. Okay. Oh, look at that. Let me erase this Y and this X. Look at that. Isn't it something? Increase the size of these rings to make it look more like this. You can add as many rings as you want, it doesn't matter. And you can change the location of the rings as well. You can change the location of the rings as well. All you have to do is use this template, this function called translate. I'm not going to use it over here because it's going to make things complicated. So let's increase the size of the rings to maybe 300 each. 300 and 300. Now let's play it. Oh, see, now you have something similar to this one. Okay, now you can add as many rings as you want, it does not matter. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something. Look, listen, number one tool is your imagination. All right, P5.JS is a massive software and there are so many things that you can do with it. This is just like scratching the tip of the icebergs. It's a little bit of what you can do. I'm in the process of making new art. So if you're an artist, this is something that you should definitely give it a go. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in another video. Until then, have a nice day.